We're on the road at last. My buddy Jeff Jarrell. How long have we been buddies, Jefferson?
29 years.
29 years. So Jeff is experiencing life with a dude with Parkinson's as he drove here from Charleston, West Virginia. Spent the night. We're going down to Tallahassee, Florida to see the famous Naomi Jarrell, Jefferson's daughter. And it's 10:20 and he probably wanted to leave at 8:20. But he's dealing with me, so life is a challenge, and I'm out of a medication, so we're going to the pharmacy. And I'm betting Jefferson that it's going to be a hassle at the pharmacy.
I'm betting it won't because I'm here.
So we're going to give you a little account on the road trip to Tallahassee and give you updates along the way. We'll do some food critiquing as places we stop for to eat. We'll see how many times Jeff needs to stop and
A lot.
take care of business, as we might call it.
And we're going to teach Scott about the finer things of Starbucks and cold brew coffee.
Iced tea I'll drink from Starbucks. That's all. And there's my phone. So I better get that. Okay, so we have not made it out of Beaufort. We're on our way to the pharmacy, which will remain nameless. But I get not very good service from. One pharmacist told me to pull around the building in a very curt way. And then he would call me when my prescription was ready, and then he proceeded to close the pharmacy and go home. And I had no medicine I needed for a day. It was bad. So I've kind of got myself in a pickle. I need this medicine. I'm out of it. I'm due for it right now. It's a little past 10:30. I was due for it 3 minutes ago. So we're going to this pharmacy, and I'm predicting we're going to have a big hassle. Jefferson, your prediction?
It's going to be smooth sailing.
So I'm voting for Jefferson.
Smooth sailing.
Not me. I'm voting for Jefferson.
Got to look on the sunny side of life.
Yeah, I tried to, except this place has been pretty dark side in my life, so go left here at this light.
Well, that pharmacist, he's off today. He's taking PTO day.
He's probably here. We'll see. So see the drive-thru right there? Oh, there's only two cars ahead of us. It's a miracle. All right, I'll check back with you momentarily. We'll see if my medicine is ready to go. I predict it's going to be a big MESS mess. Well, we were back on the road, and my buddy Jefferson is good luck. It went reasonably well at the pharmacy. They started out wanting $545 for my prescription. And I said, wait a minute, let me see what a good RX has. And it's this whole deal where insurance would have covered it, but it was not good until the 31st of the month. And today's like the 18th, but I need the medication. I'm out of the medication, so I don't know why I'm out of the medication, but I just know I needed it. So my buddy Jefferson was kind enough to get online and get a coupon for a good RX. And what did we get it down to?
140.
140. Still a lot of money, but I'm thankful to have the medication. Anyway, so we're on our way to Tallahassee. We're trying to get to 95. Jeff had to make a Starbucks stop, or I thought he was going to go into convulsions. So he's got some big thing down here. It's got his name on the side. It says cold brew.
Cold brew.
I don't know what's in it.
Pump and a half of mocha, 3 stevia stirred into that, light ice, a little bit of heavy cream. Perfection.
Me, I'm just having unsweetened black tea, but we just left. It's 11:35 and my lunchtime is 11:45 religiously. So I'm hungry, but so we're on our way to see Miss Naomi Jarrell in Tallahassee, Florida, and we've left home probably over an hour ago, and we're about 10 minutes from home, so I'm not sure what's going on, but we're gonna get there. Here we are, Jefferson. We're having some fine dining for lunch. What are we having, Jefferson?
Hey, how are you?
Hey, how are you doing? Taco Bell, world famous.
Okay, let me see where you
I love the Bell.
Okay, so that's
A lot of food for the money.
You got a bean burrito with no onions,
Down here,
burrito tacos, and a Crunchwrap
there's
Supreme,
the
correct?
Buckeyes playing.
Okay, so yours is $11.19.
In the tournament.
Thank
You're
you.
welcome. I'm having a blessed day. KFC, Taco Bell. I'm Julia. How can I
And
help you?
Julia is running Taco Bell, and she's got it going on. Where are we, Jefferson? We're still in Georgia,
yeah,
right?
One second, go ahead. Any sauce?
No.
You want any sauce? No.
No sauce for me.
Julia, you need to be in the Army because you need to be like a general because you got it. You got it under control.
I run the store. I just don't have no help.
Jefferson's fraternizing with the help.
That's not an issue.
Meantime, it's taking longer to get our food. Ohio State's head 21-14 over Loyola Chicago.
Okay. So
We're checking later in the game, but I predict they're going to prevail. Well, Jefferson, we just made our first stop, filled up with some gas, and you got your Starbucks. But what is this thing you take, Jim? You're drinking down there.
Cold brew, a little bit of mocha, a little bit of heavy cream. Heaven on earth. Very tasty.
You say that's good for you, right?
The heavy cream's not going to bother you.
Okay.
So this has very few calories in it.
Light ice on it.
A little bit of light ice, yeah.
2 pumps mocha, 2 stevia stirred.
Stirred.
So it's made in a very specific way.
Very specific.
All right, so we just saw the sign to Tallahassee, an hour and 23. We're hopeful that Naomi is getting her apartment clean. There's a rumor on the streets that maybe it needed a little tidying up.
Yep.
So that's really about it to report. It's been a good day. The Buckeyes won. Safe travels. Nice weather. Yeah.
Sunshine, no rain, knock on wood.
Can't complain. All right, we'll check back. Well, we made it, Jefferson. We're in Tallahassee. We're staying at this place. I forget what it's called. The
4 points,
Octagonal times 2N or something. And I gotta tell you, Tallahassee so far seems like a pretty cool city. Things are clean and neat, and lots of green, and it feels like a Midwestern town so far to me, which kind of feels good. So we're gonna get our luggage, go to the room, figure out where we're gonna have dinner with Naomi. I forgot something, so I had to go back to the room to get it, so we can continue this. We have arrived.
And you got the key. You got your key.
And we're in the elevator. Jefferson's taking care of me like a father. He's worried that I forgot my key and my driver's license, which is a reasonable thing to consider. So now we're gonna go meet Naomi. We just ate at Canopy Road Cafe. And I gotta say the place was pretty busy. And this is Naomi. We haven't met her yet. This is the reason we're on this trip. And we get in the car, it's a little quieter. We're gonna review the service and the food. And we're gonna say a ranking of 1 to 10 on each and what we liked and didn't like. We're now going to review breakfast as we are on our way to CVS for Miss Naomi. Jefferson, tell everybody what you had for breakfast. I mean, I must say, as I looked at the orders that were delivered to our table, Jeff had like 5 plates, Naomi and I each had 1 plate. So I'm not sure what the significance there was, but Jefferson, what did you have?
Mine was probably the most unhealthy of the bunch. I had egg whites, turkey sausage, which is healthy, some fruit, but then I had biscuits and gravy because I have to have biscuits and gravy. I haven't had that in a couple of years or more.
Target.
I'll blame it on the pandemic. And I would give it a
Hold a minute, hold on. We're blaming the pandemic on the fact that
I haven't had biscuits and gravy. I'm going to blame it on the pandemic. You didn't go anywhere.
Target. There's a CVS in the Target complex.
So
turn here too and go down.
we're getting directions as we go.
Yeah. Okay, you don't want me to rate it yet?
No, you do. Red light though, please.
Yes, I got the red.
Okay, so I want you to start with the food on a 1 to 10 and what you liked and didn't like.
Overall, the whole meal, I would give it a 6.
6.
The turkey sausage was dry and thin. The egg whites are egg whites. The sausage the gravy, there was no sausage. I was expecting sausage gravy, and it was just like Cracker Barrel sawmill gravy. So just average. The biscuits
Sawmill
were good.
gravy?
They call it sawmill gravy at
That's a
Cracker
new one to
Barrel.
me.
Yeah. The biscuits were good. Flaky, fluffy, that's good. So overall, 6 out of 10 on the food.
If I could just add a little comment about turkey sausage. It's kind of an oxymoron. I think sausage originally, associated with pork.
See, I associate it with, there's fat, so there's fat in turkey.
Birds and sausage just kind of don't go together, So I don't think it's supposed to be tasty. But I'm probably wrong. All right, so 6.5 in the service.
6.5.
Really? Why so low?
She was okay. She smiled all the time. That was good.
What did she do wrong?
I don't think she did anything wrong. Okay, I'll raise it 7.5.
Yeah, that was a little
Seven and a half.
So Naomi thinks her dad was a little harsh, given the 6.5. Naomi, what'd you have for breakfast?
I had a bagel with lox and a bunch of other stuff.
And what
I thought it was kind of weird they put cucumbers on it.
I noticed
for a
that.
breakfast sandwich. So I think that takes it down a few points. But yeah.
You weren't thrilled with the cucumber on the
It
bagel.
really threw me off.
Threw you
Other
off?
than that, it was really good.
Good.
The fresh fruit on the side.
So on a 1 to 10, with 1 being dog food, 10 being the finest culinary delight in the world, what would you rate it?
We'll be generous with the 7.
7. Okay,
I thought
now.
the service was good. Unpopular opinion.
Okay.
Nice girl.
All right, now it's Scott's turn. I had a I don't know what it was called, but it was 3 slices of Rise and Grind, yes. And it was on the nutritious part of the menu, or whatever that part is.
So-called healthy side.
Healthy side. So it was 3 slices of tomato, avocado, a grilled chicken breast, and scrambled eggs. And I did up the order from 2 eggs to 3, but it always makes you wonder if they really gave you 2 or 3. I think that I'm going to give the service a 2. And let me tell you why. The girl was incredibly friendly and kind, the young lady that was the server. I don't like it when they bring 2 meals and then the third person has to wait. And it was probably over 5 minutes to wait for Naomi's
It was over 5 minutes.
bagel and lox, which should be simple. And the food, I'd give it a 5. It was not bad, wasn't exceptional. You know, it's hard to mess up scrambled eggs, and so I would not go back. I'd go to some other place first.
I think we made a mistake. I saw when I went to the restroom, most of the people had some form of pancakes or waffles, and that must be their calling card. So I think that if I came back, I would definitely try one of the many options of pancakes that they have.
I think that's a fair point. It's kind of like going to an Italian restaurant and ordering
Steak.
Yeah. And I don't know if this is going to show up on the GoPro, but this is a pretty cool view down this street. It rises down and up. Jeff is determined to get this water bottle open without using his lens cleaner. Okay, here, hold this. Let me see if I can get it. Okay, here we go. I've honestly never experienced something like this in my life.
Don't worry about it.
No, we're going to go into mine.
Yeah,
Let me see if I can get it. Jefferson's thirsty. We're going to get him something to drink. Okay, this is the one they gave me. Oh, that's fascinating. Seriously, have you guys ever experienced that?
Not that, no.
Gosh, I mean, I'm a grown man. I should be able to. All right, Jefferson, your water's ready. Day 2 on the road trip. Jefferson's sporting his Florida State, which really, you know, he graduated from West Virginia State, so I'm not sure what his obsession is with Florida State, but
Money and kid go
you'd think he'd be true to his alma mater. Instead, he's traded him for some school in Florida. But I have to tell you that Florida State's a very nice campus. It has a very Midwestern feeling to me. They got a little roll to it on the campus. It's not flat. I have never been to Tallahassee, Florida. I'm going to tell you, it's a nice city. It's the capital of Florida, but it does not have a feeling of that of a big city to me. Again, very Midwestern, which is a compliment. I think it's clean. You don't see trash around. Lots of restaurants. There's red lights that Jeff could run, but he caught this one. Last night we picked up Naomi. We had dinner at a Mexican restaurant.
Tin Lizzie.
As in T-I-N.
T-I-N. Tin Lizzie.
And the food was good. But I think for me, the highlight of the evening, besides spending time with Miss Naomi and asking her questions and learning more about her college experience, was our trip to Flippin'
Pinball or Flippin' Pinball Wizard.
Flippin' Pinball. It was not a big place, it just the walls were lined with the good old pinball machines. We pay a flat fee for an hour. you pay a $400 annual fee, which is what I do if I live here. Yeah, it was fun. We had a good time. I realized how I thought I was a decent pinball player, but I recant that. Jefferson beat me about every time. I don't know what I think it's good for Parkinson's, honestly, because it takes eye-hand coordination. So,
True.
Kelly, how about we get a pinball machine for our living room? We talked about that before. I think the time has come. I'm afraid I know what the answer is. So we're heading to pick Naomi up for breakfast. It's 10:15, and I have to say I'm starving. So we'll give you an update on our breakfast place. We'll give it a rating on 1 to 10. We'll get a rundown from each person what they liked and didn't like about it. So we're going to be food critics.
Tin Lizzie was a solid 7.83.
I would give Tin Lizzie a 6.5. It wasn't bad, but it wasn't special. The guacamole I did not think was very good.
The guacamole was not good. It was not good. Too creamy. I like chunky. I like seeing all the contents in there.
Well, I got the feeling that they'd been pre-made. It wasn't like they made it fresh. I don't think so.
I agree.
I mean, I liked what I had. It was good, but it didn't blow my mind.
The entrees seemed fresh.
Beyonce, you said?
No, I said Beyonce can be fresh. The entrees
Oh.
seemed fresh.
Yeah, they were good, and I did like the salsa.
Salsa was quite good.
Service, now the place was empty, and you have to admit the service was
Iffy.
average.
Iffy.
I mean, our
Not very attentive.
No.
With there only being like 8 people in there.
I don't know if there's even that many people. And the place made to hold with lots. And one time we had Jeff. You ordered shrimp with your entree. It didn't come, and we had to track down the server. And they said, "Oh, she's sitting back in the back room." I'm thinking, okay. I mean, she was a nice girl and everything, very polite. So I don't want to be critical, but I gotta say the service for us, average.